Good morning students, this is Joy Varghese from Uncovering Chemistry. Today in video 4, what we say here, today in video 4 we are going to discuss about same topic what we discussed in the last video, that is nomenclature of aldehyde and ketone, but today we will discuss about what we say the textual exercise, textual examples which are given after the explanation of common name and IUPAC name. Okay, so first we will discuss that and certain things, important things that I will going to discuss which is not given in your textbook. Okay, so the first one example on page 358, it is given common name. When we talk about common name, it is given CH3CHO. Clear? This one, the name, common name is given acetaldehyde. Now for this I already explained you, because this was derived, certainly there are Greek names given in common name, Greek or Latin name, that is from the source which was being derived. So this was derived from acetic acid. Which acid? Aldehyde was derived from acetic acid. Understood? So the name acetic acid, so from that IC acid is removed and aldehyde is added in this. Same way, when you see the second example, in that a benzene ring is there. Clear? Now in that benzene ring you can see here CHO group is written like this. Now this same thing can also be written like this. Like this it can be written CHO. Okay, the name for this is given benzaldehyde. What is the word? Benzaldehyde. Now it is derived from which acid? So obviously it is derived from benzoic acid. Which acid? Benzoic acid. This I am talking about common name. So IC acid is replaced by aldehyde in this case. Understood? So this is second example which is given in a textbook. Now after that, Greek letters alpha and all what we use, no, that one example is there. So that we will see. Okay. Now another example, it is written like this, that is CH3, then CH, CH2, C double bond O and H, and here I think Br is there. Understood? So I already explained you in this case, that is, this is suppose your functional group. This is functional group. Next to functional group carbon is your alpha carbon. Which carbon? Alpha. Then this is beta and this is gamma, what we said. Okay, so this when I want to name it, we know that bromine is always written in prefix. So bromine is at which position? So it is at a beta position. So I can write here beta bromo, butyr, BUTYR it is. We have butyric acid, from butyric, that is butter. From butter we get this acid. So that's why the source, Greek word butyric acid, butyrum is a Greek Latin word, what we say, Latin or Greek word, butyrum, that is from butter, which acid we get, that is butyric acid. So butyric acid, what is written? Butyr is used, IC acid is removed. And what is added? Beta bromo, butyr, and what we have to add? Aldehyde. So this is the how the name is given, what we say. Understood? Now the next example what is given in a textbook is about ketone. So this all we discussed is about what we call it as aldehyde. What we discussed this all about? Aldehyde. Now ketone we are going to discuss. Okay. So now next what we are going to discuss, they are the common names of ketones which are given as an examples, what we say. In that if you see the first one is written like this, that is CH3C double bond O and CH3. So we use the word what? Acetone. What we use the word? Acetone. Understood? So then this is a common name. Then same way, if like this a benzene ring is written in your book, you can see there. Okay, and here C double bond O and CH3. So this is your aceto group and this is your phenyl group. This is which group? Phenyl. So and ketone, ONE word we have to use. So the name will be acetophenone. Understood? So like this, acetophenone is the name given in your textbook. Then next one, if you see, it is written like this with a benzene ring. Okay, here C double bond O, CH3, CH2, CH3. So this is a propion, that is propionic acid. From that what we get. So it is given in your book as propiophenone. Understood? So this is derived, this propio word is from propionic acid. Okay, so propionic acid, so the word is used here propio, and phenone, that is for this phenyl group what we call. Understood? So this is the another example which is given in your textbook. You can write it down. Then the next one is given with a 2-benzene ring. Now 2-benzene ring in your book it is written different way. Either you can write like this also. Okay, or like this also you can write. What we say here in this case, this is benzophenone. What is the word? Benzophenone. Okay, the diphenyl ketone also you can use the word diphenyl. What is the word? Diphenyl ketone. Okay, this also, because these two are the phenyl groups what we are discussing. Understood this part? So this is the 4 examples, that is for common name of ketone, 3 example for common name of aldehyde, all these things. Now we will discuss about the IUPAC names which are given in your book. Which names? IUPAC name. But before going to that IUPAC name, cyclic structures few are there that we will discuss first. See. Okay, so in common name of ketones, when we say, suppose I am talking about cyclic ketones when we say. Understood? So in your book also one example is given, but before that one, okay, we can write this cyclic ketone. See. Okay, so here suppose double bond O is there and CH3 is there. Always remember, in cyclic compound, this is not benzene ring, this is cyclopentane what we call. In cyclic compound, carbonyl carbon is given number 1. Means this carbon is given 1, this is 2 and 3. So if I want to write the name, it will be 3-methyl cyclo. Now 3-methyl cyclo and pentane is there, so pentanone. Okay, so from pentane E is removed and ON is added, so pentanone. Understood? Pentanone. Okay, so this is the part. So here you can write down in your textbook this numbering part. If you can't see, I'll write with a red pen. This one is given number 1, this is 2, and this one is number 3 carbon. Okay, so like this 3-methyl cyclopentanone. Understood? So in cyclic you have to remember this thing, that the carbonyl carbon is always given number 1. Okay, so don't forget this. One more example, if you want I will just write it down, but it is given in your textbook. I'll explain that only. Okay, so this is in cyclic what you have to remember. Don't forget this thing. Okay, now another one example is also there, in which for cyclic aldehyde, when we say, what is the word? Cyclic aldehyde. This one also I will explain. Cyclic ketone you saw. Now when we talk about cyclic aldehyde, okay, now in this case suppose a structure is given like this. Okay, a structure is given and on the top it is written CHO like this. Okay, so whenever this is given, you can write it down. When an aldehyde group is attached to a ring, write it down. When an aldehyde group is attached to a ring, the suffix carbaldehyde is added. What is added? Suffix carbaldehyde. Suffix carbaldehyde is added. Clear? When aldehyde group is attached to the ring. When aldehyde group is attached to the ring, carbaldehyde suffix is added. Means if I want to write the name of this, now this is cyclohexane. So what it will be? Cyclohexane. The word is what? Cyclohexane carbaldehyde. Cyclohexane carbaldehyde. So this is an important part which is not, I think it is not given in your textbook. Clear? So this one you can write down for cycling. No, it is given there example, but you can write down this. That is when CHO group is attached to a ring, suffix carbaldehyde is added. Understood this part? Understood? So now the next one, what we say, the name of what we call simplest aromatic. I will just rub this part. Okay. So one more example, if you want to see here, suppose cyclic only we are talking about. Here CHO is there, but in this case there is a benzene ring. What we say? What is there? A benzene ring is there. See here, like this. Okay. Now at this position, NO2 group is there. Okay. So this is not cyclic. We call it as aromatic ring. That is benzene. Understood? So when this aldehyde is attached to benzene, always remember one thing, that is this carbon bearing this carbonyl group is always given number 1, this is 2, this is 3 and this is 4. So the name when we write 4-nitro, what is the word what we say? 4-nitro benzene carbaldehyde. Cyclohexane carbaldehyde, what we wrote, the ring like this also you can write, or benzaldehyde also word can be used as an IUPAC name also. So 4-nitro benzaldehyde. Understood? These both names are valid what we gave. Okay. So you can see here, this one what we have seen here, substituents is also there. Always remember this carbon bearing this aldehyde group is always given number 1. Okay, so this one don't forget, this is little bit different, I think, which is not given. No, it is given in your textbook, so it's not a problem. Okay, now the next one what we say, now we are going to talk about full what we say. Now IUPAC names we are going to discuss. Now which name of textbook we are going to discuss about? IUPAC names. Okay. Okay, IUPAC names which are given in your textbook. Now in that if you see the first one, what is given is ethanol. That is like this, it is written CH3C double bond OH, the name is ethanol. Now how this name? So this is 1 and 2 carbon. Carbonyl carbon or aldehyde carbon is given number 1. Always remember this thing. Then another example is given like this, CH3, CH2, CH2, C, here Br is there, H, again CH, here CH3, then I think CH2 is there, CH2 and C double bond O and H. This you can also write it as CHO group also. Now in this case what we say, whenever you number it, always see that this must get the first number, aldehyde carbon. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, what we say. Understood? So in this case, this is the principal functional group what we say. Clear? This is another, this is another functional group, and this is the substituent. And total 7 carbons are there in the principal chain or parent chain, what we call it as. Okay. So now suppose if I want to name this, the name can be given as what we say. First Br, yeah, it is written, halogen is written in prefix. So 4-bromo, then what is there? The word is given 4-bromo, then 3-methyl. Understood? Always remember, between a word and a number, always use a hyphen like this, what we say. Understood? And if 2 numbers are there, comma will be used. Understood? So this don't forget in IUPAC nomenclature. So 4-bromo, 3-methyl and 7 means heptane. from heptane E is removed, eliminated, and what is written? Aldehyde, that is Al is added, heptanal. So this is the name what is there. Then I think this one we already discussed, if you remember, double bond O and CH3. Cyclic ring is there. What is this? This is 1, 2 and 3. So name is what? 3, I'll write down here, 3-methyl cyclopentanone. Understood? So 3-methyl cyclopentanone, what we discussed. This one, carbonyl carbon is given number 1. This carbonyl carbon is this, what we said. Then the next structure what is given. Now this on cyclic ring. Aldehyde is given. In your book it is given horizontal, but you can write like this also. Okay, so it is given cyclohexane carbaldehyde. Carbaldehyde is the name. This carbaldehyde is a prefix, suffix used in this case. Then I will drop this part. Another 2 examples are there, that also we will see. Okay. Now another example, if you see, it is written like this: CH3, CH2, CH double bond CH and C double bond O and H. Now in this case also, what I inform you already, that is always remember what you have to write. This one will be number 1 aldehyde carbon, then 2, 3, 4 and 5. Right? Now actually it is pentene. Understood? Then Al group is also there, so it is written pentene. From pentene E is removed, eliminated. Then what is added? Pentene and Al. The pentanal, it is like this, but it is at which position? So double bond is at second position, if you see. So pent 2-En, what is removed? E. E is removed and Al is added here. So pentanal, like this also you can do. Understood this part? Okay, so this is the thing you have to remember, and you can write down these numbers also wherever we have written. Okay, now after that one another is there. What is given there? Like this, benzene ring is there. In benzene ring, C double bond O, CH2 and CH3, like this. Okay, so if you want, we can start numbering. You remember here, this functional group is given number 1, 2 and 3. So at first position, now this is your phenyl group. Which group it is? Phenyl. Understood? So we can write here 1 phenyl. Here 3 carbons means propane. Propane dash 1 dash ONE. Because at first position this functional group is there. Understood? So this is the naming of this, what we say. Now on page number 360, another examples are also given, that we will see. Okay, on page number 360. On page 360, another example is like this: CH3, CH2, C double bond O dash CH2 and C double bond O and H, like this what is given. Now in this case, if you see here, 2 functional groups are there. So this is one exceptional case. This is the functional group what we call it as ketone, and this is the functional group what we call it as aldehyde. Understood? So whenever these 2 functional group are written, always remember the terminal carbon is always there in a parent chain. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is the principal functional group, and this we will take it as a substituent. So whenever ketone name is written in center of IUPAC name, oxo word is used. What is used? Oxo means the name will be at third position. You can see 3-oxo. Understood? Like this. Now how many carbons are there total? 5 carbons are there. So the name is 3-oxo pentane. Pentane from E is removed from pentane and Al is there. Okay, so this oxo word is used whenever a ketone group is in the center with an aldehyde or any other functional group. Okay, so this one is taken as a principal functional group, what we say. Understood this part? Now the next one, what is given in your book, next example. This one we have already discussed, I think. It is like this: CH3, C, H, here CH3, C double bond O, CH, CH3, and here again CH3. Understood? So if you name it or number it, if I write it 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, you can see at 4th and 2nd position methyl groups are there, and at 3rd position you will see the functional group is there. Okay, so in this case, if I want to name it, the name of this compound will be 2,4 dimethyl, because 2 and 4th position, 2 methyl groups. These are which groups? Your methyl groups. Okay, so 2,4 dimethyl, and total how many carbons are there? 5 carbons are there. So I can write pentane, E is removed, and 3-ON. Okay, so this is the name what is removed from pentane, E is removed, eliminated, what we call. Understood? So this was about the example which is given. Now another example is 4-nitrobenzene carbaldehyde or benzaldehyde, that I have already discussed. That is what I am talking about, this part. Okay, this I have already shown you the example of here aldehyde, and here NO2 group is there. This I have already explained you. Okay, another one is there when more than 2. This one note is also written there. If more than 2 aldehyde groups are there, if more than 2 aldehyde groups are there, what to do? That is given here. You can see CHO, C, H2, C, H, in which again CHO group is there, then CH2 and CHO. Understood? So in this case, always remember to give identical treatment to all the aldehydes group, the compound is named as shown above. Means what is the name here written here? Means here 1, this 2 and 3. Now this is an exceptional case when this aldehyde carbon is not given. Here aldehyde carbons are not given number 1, but instead of that, who is given number 1? We will see these 3 carbons. So 1, 2 means, now 1, means it is propane. What is the word? Propane. Now here if you see, from propane, E is not eliminated. It is considered and taken. 1, 2, 3 tri. The word is what? 1, 2, 3 tri carbaldehyde. What is the word? Carbaldehyde. So don't forget this thing what I am talking about. Carbaldehyde. Why I am talking? Because this carbaldehyde, if you see here, you have to use this word when more than 2 aldehyde groups are there. Okay, and when you name this is the carbaldehyde. So this is an exception. Remember this. Chances are there for this to be asked in exam. Okay. Okay. Now the next one, see. Okay. So here we have discussed each and every textual, what we call it as examples which are given here. Now in the next video I will be discussing about table 12.1. Table 12.1. Now in that they have given the formulas, common name and IUPAC names are given, but there are no numbers written. Means how it is written, IUPAC names are given by putting which number on which carbon, that is not written. So that we will be doing in our next video. Understood? Okay, so in the next video we will be discussing about table 12.1 and the textual exercise questions which are given one by one. Okay, so till then we will stop here, because if I continue here, this video will become more lengthy and it will become boring, what we say. Understood? So better you will have this short video. I think 24 minutes video it is, so I think it is enough. Okay, so you can also try if you want with the pencil that table 12.1, which I will be doing in our video number 5. Okay, so we will stop here. Next time we will continue. Thank you.